wanted to have like an introduce, a speech from you, and in terms of what's your focus. And I understand is the preservation of the natural resources here in Norway, and
now we have developed now the Friends of the Earth have a lot of issues we're working with. Of course, this climate challenge is now a huge part of our work. We also work a lot with recycling, as we want people to use less.
Okay.
And of course, take care of what they already have.
I see.
So we have climate, we have traditional nature preserving, and we have this how people live today, and we want them to take care and use less.
Well, the most important challenge, as I understand for you, is how to come to an agreement so everything can coexist in the future. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And is there a way to find balance about this?
I think the politicians have to listen to scientists and organizations like us, so that they see that the nature itself has value, and also have economic. Is also important for the economics, because today politicians often think that nature only is something you can't live off. You can't make money just to preserve nature.
Yeah.
But we doesn't think like that. We mean that the nature itself is what makes value in a longer term.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. In this particular regard, what we are doing today, and that's something that SeeRRI is actually allowing, is to bring all these voices, all these stakeholders, all these different points of view to tables in order to discuss what are the most important challenges, and most importantly, how to influence somehow the strategic planning process of the region. How would you how do you explain to a 10-year-old kid why it's so important having all these different people coming together and participate in the description of the public policies?
I think that's probably the easiest question to answer.
Definitely.
Because young people are curious, and they don't complicate things. So if I tell them that we are talking about the future, how will everything be in 25 years? And of course, 25 years is a lot of time, and then you will be 35. Can you imagine that? And I think the child then will say, yes, I can. Then we will have bigger boats. Then we will have airplanes, which it's use electricity. But I think they will understand immediately.
Okay, and beyond that, because it's a projection, how will you say that it's important that everybody meet here? But I would like you to explain to the people that are probably watching this video why, from your perspective, it's so important that people come together from business, from NGOs, from government, from academia to work together.
Yeah, for me and for my organization, I've told my people that the most important thing is that we meet others. And we talk with them and get connections, because this is a kind of play for us, because it's like so abstract. So for us, we want to take part in the real challenges. We want to talk about how aquaculture takes too much space. We want to talk about how we want them to release or to stop pollution.
Okay.
And we are like, we really want to do something and to talk politics and nature values. The question is how to find the solutions, and that we maybe can sit in the same way as we now do.
Okay.
Okay, so we can have the same discussions, maybe meet the same people,
So
and then can better understand each other.
So then I understand the part of the value is you get to know each other already. You get to understand how the others think, and also there is a process established. So you are creating the culture of communication and exchange of information here, and that's the idea. Actually, the idea is that the council actually implements this as a way of working in the future. So it's interesting what you are saying. So you see this as a change of paradigm. So usually it's one-on-one interactions, and now this is going to be more horizontal, right? You know,
Yeah, it could be.
people exchanging ideas.
And like I hope like this, because it's always we are agree, we are not agree, we agree, we are not agree at all.
And
hopefully like kind of agreement in the end. Yeah.
That's nice. And based on that, how do you see Nordland's region in 5 or 25 years from now?
I am quite sure the next 5 years will be a lot of conflicts. We have these different uses of our areas, like we have, like we said, of course, aquaculture, we have fishing, we have leisure. It's very popular now with kayaks and sailboats and tourism. So we don't agree at all how to spend our coastline.
Okay.
So, and we in the environmental groups, we are of course very worried about the pollution from this aquaculture, because we see how much it damaged the sea bottom, and also the genetics is changing because they escape from this production
and they mix
areas.
and they mix with the others.
Yeah, they do. So we have to make these companies understand that they have to take more responsibility, and that's the politicians have to help us to make them understand.
So that makes with conflict, as you said, in the next 5 years.
Yeah, it will probably be terrible.
There will be a lot of forces trying to fight and impose their agendas.
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
And in 25 years, how do you say this?
I hope it's a lot of more diversity that aquaculture have learned. And also maybe tourism is more sustainable in a way that they maybe not so dependent on people coming from Germany, from China, from Japan. So people also have more knowledge about how to use the coastline. So if we can do that, so we have more knowledge, because now we have a lot of we see that we are talked about it in these groups, and it's a lot of regulations today that are mainly in just one species or just one part of the ecosystem. So we think that are we going to make this, we have to have regulation on ecosystems, not only part of one ecosystem.
Okay, I see. So you are aiming at complexity, at tackling complexity in regulating the complexity. You know, how the pieces interact. So it's not only one sector or one specific piece, but the function of the whole ecosystem. So we understand the complexity.
Yeah, because it's not only the species which are declining, but also the habitats.
I see.
Yeah, because we have to take care of, like, the coastal line is one. We have to take care of it, and we also have to take care of like forests. We have to take care of the waterfalls. We have to take care of the water inside in the mountains. We have to take care of old trees, like all these places where we have ecosystems.
Oh, and the impact in one affects the others.
Yeah.
So
well, it also makes a huge ecosystem as well.
Exactly, the cycles.
Yeah, so that's the huge ecosystem. The Earth is changing very rapidly.
Yeah.
But maybe a way to stop it is to take care of each local ecosystem and get knowledge.
It's interesting, from local to global. Let's go
Yeah.
from global to local now, and then as an ending question, because I said, I mean, it's good to be optimistic in this way, and then I wanted to ask you for a positive impact of this COVID-19. I understand now these days it's quite impossible to focus on positive aspects of COVID, but I'm sure there are some externalities or impacts of this process that can be put into value. I don't know if you have anyone in mind.
Environmentalists like me think that because of this pandemic, we will see that people actually can change. Because we want people to do something because of the climate, but that's very difficult. But if you have the pandemic, we can see that politicians can take decisions which actually makes a difference. And we hope that this will be a way to learn how to deal with climate change also.
Let's close with this.
Yeah.
And thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.